Okay, so, hello guys, it's me, Gaming Star here, and today I am back with another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. Last time, we had basically, completed the first half of the case. What I mean by that is, we, declare Ron Light innocent of theft, however, he's accused of murder now. Yeah, we have that to go on to. Fun. This time we're gonna start the second half of the case, the murder half, I like to call it. I like to call it the murder half of the case, so let's go. This case is pretty unique for that reason. And I'm glad we found the urn and all. And poor Mr. Delight got arrested again. Oh, supposedly Mr. Delight was in CEO's office when the murder occurred. No way, Jose! I don't buy it! But the one who proved that Mr. Delight was there was Mr. Nick himself, at least, from what I can understand. Looks like he did too good of a job this time, Nick. Well, we get started looking into the KB security murder. I think I'm going to head back to Crime Village for a little while, if that's alright. Sure, but why? I'm going to bring Sacred Urn back and have some people take a look at it. Oh, that's a good idea. I think I'll go. No, Mystic Maya, you should stay here. I want you two to spend some quality time together, full of love and happiness. Pearl's so caught up in her fantasy, she forgot there's a murder to solve. Take her to give the pearls. Now remember, no fighting, okay? She's gone. Okay, Nick, time to get this murder investigation. Let's go to the Damascus hideout. Oh, Nicky boy, Maya, Misty Light. All I wanted to do was help my dear Ronnie. Yeah, but I guess it ended up hurting his case. Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating herself up. Hey, Nicky boy, please help Ronnie. He's not a killer, I swear. My Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly. Alright, I'll poke around and see what I can find out. Really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy. I knew asking for your help was the right thing to do. I don't know if I can do the help anymore. I know Miss Delight has such a vulnerable side. Ron Delight, listen carefully, Nicky boy. My Ronnie would never ever kill anybody. Just thought of him. I don't think he would either, Nick. Yeah, but you have to admit, he's got a bit of a temper of him. It's not that hard to imagine him just snapping and screaming, please die! He would never say that anyway. Misty Light, he might not be a killer. But he's still going around saying he's a thief. I already told you, that's just a fantasy for him. Misty Light, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in the fantasy world. What? How dare you say that to me, Nicky boy? I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Ronnie's in the thieving type. To be honest, he wouldn't even sneak up now. He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal a glance. A thief! Ha! That very idea. I guess I just don't get it. Huh? Get what? Just can't understand how they can be so different, yet be such a happy couple. Yeah, they sure are different. Come on now, Nicky boy. It's not that mysterious, is it? It's just love at first sight. For me, anyway. What? For you? Detective Anime. I hate these kinds of people more than anything. Same. You mean Ace Detectives? No, I'm fine with Ace Detectives. Oh, so then you must mean thieves. No, they're alright too. I just hate thieves that pretend to be Ace Detectives. There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men. By the way, why didn't you go to Detective Aname's office anyway? Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more anxious. I went up to try to find out more about the real criminal. The real criminal? Yes, obviously the real Masque is not my Ronnie, right? Yeah. Detective Anime knew more about this Masque than anyone else. They mentioned him in the Great People Around Town segment on TV. So that you went there asking about some more questions. That's right, I'll do whatever it takes to save my man. His secretary said the Ace Detective isn't meeting right now, but I forced my way past her and get into his hideout. I wouldn't exactly call the office his hideout. The bag was sitting right there on top of the table. Oh yeah, we saw that bag there yesterday, too. There's nothing lower than someone who would try to pin a crime on someone else. KB Security. Misty Light, do you know about KB Security? Don't be silly, of course I do. That's where my Ronnie works. So she thinks he still works there, huh? And yet, according to what we heard today... Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron Delight was once an employee at KB Security. He was a professional security guard. Ron quit. He doesn't work there anymore. Looks like Miss Delight doesn't know. KB Security is only about 20 minutes away. By a motorcycle, that is. Larry told me it was 30 minutes by car. Well, I have to admit, I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike. To make it quick secure that fast, you are sure and literally flying. Why don't I give my riding something, or better yet, how about now? No, I'll pass. Thanks. Why don't you just tell me we read ourselves? Haha, what a scary cat you are, Nick. Mr. Light told us location KB security. Right there. Love at first sight. So was it really love at first sight when you first met Mr. D Light? Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life. Saved your life? I was work one day when 2 robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I'm not the kind to just curl into a little ball in the corner, so I fought back. Robbers? Yes, they took me hostage, so I was so frightened. They were both carrying these huge knives, and I broke down to tears. Yeah, I would too if I were in that situation. Oh, I think I get it. Did Mr. D come running in to save you? Yes, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his. He went right up into those 2 knife-wielding robbers and screamed at their faces. Please stop it, he screamed. Just Robert's face turned pale. That high-pitched shriek does have a surprisingly strong effect on people. Then, crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the 2 robbers. All by himself, he came to save me. Total stranger, all by himself. He was so scared that he was crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me. Wow, that's a great story. Yes, he may not look like it, but in a tough situation, there's no one better. That's why I fell in love with him like I did. That's so romantic. I fully loved him like it. Nick, I hope you do the same for me when I ever get taken hostage. With Maya, that possibility always seems to loom in the not-so-distant future. Foreshadowing! I'm saying that again and again because it's true! I'm sorry, but I have to say it. Go to CO's office. Here we are. So I guess this is where it all went down, huh? The walls in here look thick, just like you expected at CO's office. What has got to do with anything? Hey, it's you guys. Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe. Today was a real train wreck for you guys, huh? Sure was, pal. The prosecutor made a real fool out of us. Yeah, I feel for you. Wow, that's not like you at all. That should be more like, oh, that was great. You guys got what you deserve, pal. Or something like that to effect. Do I really sound like that to you, pal? If the gumshoe fits... well, anyway. The point is, I can tell when someone puts their heart into their jobs, and I can sympathize with things that don't go your way. Sometimes, I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us detectives. Wow, I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy. Now, if this little love fest is over, maybe we can start investigating? What happened? Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murder. Okay. But the thing is, I'm really not supposed to. Hey, come on. What about, put our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now. We need help. Okay, I'll tell you. Just don't start crying on me, pal, okay? Okay, I will stop crying on you, pal. The victim's name is Kane Bullard. Damn, look at that motherfucker. He is the CEO of KB Security with a pretty big fill of his own right. His corpse was discovered at 9 a.m. this morning. The estimated time of death was 1 in the morning on October 12th. The cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head. Probably the object in his room. It happened at exactly the same time that Master Maskiva was stealing the urn. Huh. Caused cerebral hemorrhaging, the blunt trauma to the head. So why did it take almost the entire day to discover the body? There's only good explanation for that one. Bullard's body was stashed away inside the safe. Safe? Well, that was pretty big. Nobody had heard from him, so when they opened the safe this morning, then he came. So the body fell out. The string was in the shape of when he fell out. I think we still need some more information about Mr. Bullard. Maybe I could start by getting the man's name right? Detective Atomy. So, what happened to Master Masqué? He's at the detention center, screaming like a madman. Investigating me again? He keeps yelling. No, I didn't mean him. He's not the real thief anyway, right? Oh, you mean the Detective Atomy. Oh, that was great. That guy got what he deserved. Now that's a detective I know and love. Think about it. Atomy always loves around calling cars showed up. But he always mysteriously disappeared when the heist took place. I was heading to the crime scene. Yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I've ever heard. That's how you always knew he was a thief. That would explain how he was able to retrieve the stolen item he keeps bragging about. Yeah, he just did that to make himself look like a great detective, that's all. But there is this one thing I can't figure out about his first heist. His first heist? Yeah, the tier of... there was witnesses on that one. A witness? Here, I saved the newspaper clipping. It says the thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it. Alright, what does it say? The checkman the thief. Hey, this guard here, I haven't seen him. I've seen him before. It's pretty small, so it's kind of hard to see, but now she mentions it. Prosecutor Gadot. Oh, that prosecutor! I really don't like that guy. The way he used to use our evidence to do that to Mr. D Light. Yeah, I think he did it actually because he knew he'd hurt more. That's why my gut tells me anyway. It's just Java, addicted mass maniac anyway. Prosecutor Gata, he's quite an enigma, huh? That thing is, pal, I never even heard of the guy before. He just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office. Came out of nowhere. That's right, he said this was his first case as prosecutor. It is true, according to the records, anyway. But, no way he's an amateur. He's the Iceman of court of Maverick, and he gave me goosebumps. Goosebumps? You? Yeah, I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Nobody would talk to me. They all just turned the other way. What is that, the gumshoe? I know you were so unpopular. No, that's not what I meant. That Gata, that's like he knows me and has a grudge against me. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret. Attention, tell us more about him. That's Kane Bullard, not Shane Bluebard, pal. Oh, yeah. The victim in this case doesn't have look much of an impression on me. Well, you were the victim up until Mr. Bullard was found dead. Yeah, and his body was discovered until this morning. Anyway, we don't have enough information yet. Can you help us out? Sorry, I'm actually a little confused myself. For some reason, I'm just babbling like an idiot right now. Okay, Nick. How's your chance to get more info about the victim, so hurry up and ask. The victim? Can you tell us more about Mr. Bullard? He was CEO of KB Security, right? What kind of company is it anyway? Well, the company basically sends security teams out in buildings to guard them. Mr. Bullard must have had a chance to learn a lot about secrets doing this kind of work. Oh, and I don't know how to put it this, but the kind of money grubber. Really? Me too. I just love money. Can never get enough. Please stop leading me towards me like that. You are getting into my wallet. Anyway, it looks like he did some pretty shifty stuff for his millions. Oh, so that's my problem. I need to be a shifter. Let me go already. Apparently, he was involved in selling trade secrets between rival companies. Oh, that's pretty dirty and unhanded. Yeah, oh, KB Security used to be head of security operations against Master Masque. What? Really? Yeah, and after screwing up so many times, the company's reputation really took a nosedive. So it really was Bullard who sent Ron the blackmail letter, huh? Let's check out the room. What's this? Check out the big, thick binder here. Leave the heavy lifting to me, Nick. Reading the file is exactly backbreaking work, just a little hard on the eyes. Ha! What do you find out, Nick? This file, it's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This huge file is all about Master Masque. It's filled with info on him. What? What kind of info? It's filled with incredibly detailed information about his methods in the crime scenes. Hey, Nick, look at the last page. It's the list. Let's see. Tier of eminent. $100,000? This looks like there's a list of all the treasures that Miss stole. Is $100,000 the value of the stolen item? I don't know. The number sounds kind of low to me. I think I better secretly make a copy of this list. Kane's list. Oh, it's a button here. Let me see. Hey, cut it out! Don't press that! That was pretty funny. I never did think I could jump like that. What's that button about anyway? It's an emergency buzzer. It says right there in the panel. Oops, you're right. It was written right there. Nick, how many times have I told you to read the instructions first? This alarm's connected to the basement guard, so there's used to summon security up here. Really? Is it possible to manage a crime? Oh, so when the CEO was attacked, do you think that maybe he pressed the buzzer? Yeah, I asked about it, so I asked around there, but they said the buzzer never went off that night. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. Mr. Bullard, the victim, wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way. Just so you know. I think we better go to the buzzer. We're at the safe. Ew, think about it. That guy was laying out really all night. Yeah, oh, by the way, don't bother asking about fingerprints. There were none. Well, somebody opened the safe on the night of the crime, right? Yeah, and so, well, if Mr. Bullard's body was hidden in here, it must mean that it was opened by either the killer or the victim, right? Yeah, I guess so. I got some bad news for you, pal. You ready? Okay. Shoot. Opening this baby is no piece of cake. There's only a few people who know how to open this safe, pal. Yeah, and everyone that knows how to open this safe has airtight alibis. I checked. Everyone except one. That is... Well, I'm almost afraid to ask. Former security chief, Ron Delight. What? Ron Delight? He was a security chief? Ron? So he knew about how to open the safe, huh? Yeah, sorry for ruining your parade there, pal. This rope. You think this lets me open? I don't think so. So you mean... Yeah, I think this string shows her corpse is lying. Yeah, you mean the victim who was killed by being crushed in the safe door? She can't be serious, can she? It's mostly CEO's desk. Wow, simpler than I would thought. Hey, this looks like super soft. Try it for a second. Ooh, nice. I just feel like a CEO. Hey, you. Whip up a cup of some expensive import tea. Some spoons. Move it. Ah, it's life. The victim sat in that chair before he was brutally killed. What's this? This looks like some kind of bookshelf rolling cabinet hybrid. I can't get it between the two shelves. Don't strain yourself trying. It looks like the shelves are controlled by a special panel. This one at a time. This looks like it's a bunch of files. Yeah, it's filled with data, higher to handle. Because you're freaking out of nausea. I was hoping it's something a little bit more exciting with UFOs or something. Anything else here? It's painting. Oh, it's a beach frame photo. Tell me that's anything dressed from the dark cloud sea. Right on it. The greatest sunrise of my life. This is it. This was the sunrise. Either this guy didn't get enough or he really had a wrong look at the weather. If he had lived a little longer, it would have been some better days. Alright, let's get to the next area. To the next one. Let's present the blackmail letter. Do you know anything about it? About this blackmail letter. Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about it too, pal. Why would Kay and Blair have been blackmailing Ron Light anyway? Well, Mr. D. Light used to work at KB Security, right? But what if it was that made him quit? Nick, that's it. Maybe that's the same reason he was blackmailed. Well, I'm in the middle of investigating that right now. Oh, alright. Let's go to the security room. Here we go. Wow, this is really something else. For a security guard office, sure doesn't feel very secure. Keep a security guard. Uh-oh, I just remembered. Larry might be. Hey, Nick! What's up? Ah, so he is here. Yo, how's it hanging, dude? How's my sweet little Maya with you, too? Hi, Larry. Here's what I was working my fingers to the bone. My walk's an angel? I've got no problems with all day daytime walks. All good. No, that's not what we're here for. We're investigating the Bullard murder case. Huh? Oh, yeah, that's right. You're a lawyer, aren't you? He's so hopeless. Well, if it's about the murder case, oh, I got some good info for you. Really? What is it? Well, don't mind sharing with my sweet little Maya, but Nick, here's a different story. But Larry, I thought you two were old school buddies. That was then and this is now. Good info. So what's this good info you're talking about, Larry? Hey, I'm a guard, a pro. I can't just give away information for free. He wants to bribe. I thought professionals were more, I don't know, honest. Can you talk to Maya? Larry, tell us some good info. Yeah, I like that. This kid's got some claws. Okay, you really want to know? Yes, so tell me. Okay, so the thing is, Ron DeLay was an employee here. And naturally, since I'm a pro, I looked into his background. Follow me? Yes, you are a pro. I follow you. Go on. Well, 1 year ago, Ron DeLay was fired. And there was no warning at all. It just happened all of a sudden. I know this is a small company, but I think that was pretty awful. I guess he must have done something bad to get fired of that. Like maybe skipping out of work to go pick up some hot chicks or something? No, that's just you. Alright, let's check it out. What do we have here? Oh, this is a jacket. Hey, Larry, this is your jacket, isn't it? That's right. Did you know you hung up on this kind of lever? Yeah, sure. I was told to never, ever touch that lever. She scowled and huffed at me. Something terrible would happen if you do. Got it, greenhorn? So why hang your jacket on such an important lever? Because it got me curious. If the jacket's weight pulls the lever down, that's what they call an accident. Doesn't the suspicious kill you? Don't want it to happen, huh? It's true, killing me too. What about you, Nicky? Yeah, for a different reason. What's this? That's my partner's seat. Your partner. Well, that's what I call her. She's superior, actually. Kind of weird old lady. There's a tea spilled all over the machine, you know. Oh, don't worry about that. Just another day. I spilled some chocolate milk on mine. It still works fine, more or less. They're really not a building, I guess. Something I've written on the poster in fine print. A guard's 5 commandments. Wow, that sounds serious. Let's see what it says. 1. Obey his vice superior. 2. Respect vice superior. 3. Smile at vice superior. 4. Salute vice superior. 5. Buy donuts from vice superior upon coming in. It's signed Windy Old Bag. Head super fast! She's one tough old bird. Let me. Oh no! Growls her and you can't face safe. It's a revealed genuine ray gun. Yeah, it sounds scary, alright. Well, fortunately she's on vacation. That's why I'm so relaxed right now. Oh no, she's here. Oh no, she works. Oh no, bro. What about the night of the crime? You were in the office when the murder took place, weren't you? Why do you say that? This is just a part-time job for me, and I can't operate the equipment. And I'm dumb. Even if it's part-time you are dumb, you're still in charge of security here. Hey, give me a break. Don't try to pin this whole thing on me. That's not fair, Nick. Huh? I don't think you can expect someone like him to take any responsibility. Anyway, the point is, where were you at the night? Oh, no. 2 Cyclops. Oh, no, I knew something smelled bad. It's butts after all. Well, Psycho always says, I know, okay? So Psycho always break the Cyclops after all. So we can break him. Let's go ahead and talk about security guard. So what is it like to be a part-time security guard? Let me tell you, it's tough. Well, you know me, I get by alright, I guess. First, I have to keep on my eyes on those monitors all the time. Monitors? They are security cameras set in each room around the building. It's really hard. Sometimes I kind of feel like my eyes are going to fall out. Oh. And if I see something suspicious, I have to contact one of the teams. What teams? The security teams for this company. They're supposedly the best in the business. But I'm no amateur reader, so it's something small, I don't bother calling them. So in other words, you basically watch TV screens all day long. Basically. Alright, let's go ahead and do it. Let's go! Night of crime. Here we go. Night of crime. You were working hard like you were supposed to, right? What? Huh? Of course I was! Why wouldn't I have been? But didn't you just sneak out to work just yesterday to go for Nifty Light? Ah! But that was... Is there any chance you snuck out of work last night too? Never! I didn't sneak out until you didn't bet $1. $1. Wow, that's confidence. What's the drenching rain puppy look on your face? You have any evidence that I left my position pulling on my chain? The evidence that there is in that situation. Murder happened. CEO office card. This is a key card to CEO's office, right? Yeah, that's right. This key card was found inside a wallet. This wallet, you know about this, right? I've never seen it before. Liar! You had delivered this wallet to Misty Lake just yesterday. Give me a break. You can't expect me to remember every little thing that happens. Well, I do expect you to remember something that happened just yesterday. What time was it when you found this wallet? I guess it was around 1 in the morning on the first floor in the company building. 1 o'clock in the morning? That's right. In other words, Larry, at the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office. Ah! Swan broken? Yeah, but there is something you didn't think about. What's that? My shift that day didn't start until 10 p.m. The murder might have snuck in before then. What do you mean by that? And the murder had snuck in past before 10 p.m. then my fault. It was my fault that the guy who shifts really right. Why do I have the feeling that he still doesn't get the seriousness of this? Listen up, Larry. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the killer snuck into after 10 p.m. during your shift. Larry, when you use the key card, does it leave a record? Yeah, it does. But I can't show the record just as anyone. You know. The key card data was already made public at the trial today. What? Didn't know that? The kind of request for the info is like supposed to go through me. Boy, does that sound a bit arrogant coming from a part-time guard. Anyway, according to the data, the door to the CEO's office was open with this card. Furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1 a.m., the time of the murder. No way! And yes, someone used this to get into CEO's office. That happened at 1 a.m. but the night of the crime, right in the middle of your shift. Oh. Larry, you can't duck your responsibility this time. Yeah, no! Alright, night of the crime, baby. Oh, I knew it. It was all my fault. It's my fault that the boss was killed. My fault! Larry, there was nothing I could do. I have important issues to deal with too, man. What happened tonight anyway? My Donna happened. Huh? Your Donna? I got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, my Donna called and said I have to talk to you right away. So I went to see her and he was standing right next to her. Who was it? Her new boyfriend. It was like some horrible joke. Before I knew that was going on, this guy socked me right in the kisser. Normally, I'm the one that does the punching. Isn't that right, Maya? Yeah. So is that why you left the security guard office? Ah, I'm sorry. It was all my fault. How can I ever make up for you? What can I do? He is curled up on the floor crying like a baby. Oh boy. Nick! Is there anything I can do? Anything? I just name it. Do whatever I have to do, make it up for you. I swear I will. Larry. Hey, Nick, as long as he's offering, why don't you show him the evidence we've got? She's right. Maybe we'll get him to motivation. Nick! Alright, hey, do you know anything about the button? The buzzer in the CEO's office is directly connected to this room, right? That's right. Just like my heart is connected to yours, Maya. Huh? Go ahead, Maya. Press the buzzer in your heart. Promise to make him rescue like the professional guard I am. Wow, that was pretty good. Thanks. I tried. Do you think you could tell us about the buzzer now? Yes, please. Please tell us. Okay, I guess so. Prepare to be wowed. Alright, tell me, baby. Tell me, baby. Tell me. I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier. Yeah, I heard it. So, was that you, huh? You're security guard, aren't you? Why didn't you come to CEO's office? Well, this is third floor of the basement. The CEO's office is on the first floor. I thought it would be a good idea to adopt a wait to see approach. Plus, there's a police detective here, right? So I just don't think it was necessary. It's as if he was trying to win an award for the latest person on the planet. Let's get back to the talking about the night of the murder, okay? Is it true that the buzzer didn't go off that night? There must be a record, right? You must have a look at it that night? Of course I did, and I couldn't possibly have made a mistake either. Do you think you could take just one more look for it, pretty please? Oh, okay. I just can't say no to you, Maya. What do you think, Nick? Probably right. What is it? What's wrong? I made a mistake! Huh? But how? It can't be. It's possible. Okay, enough already. What about the records? That night, it went off just once in the morning around 1 a.m. 1 a.m.? That's when the murder happened. Really? Are you serious? It's terrible. It can't be. It went off once at 1:02 a.m. on October 12th in CEO's office. That's gonna be important for later. Okay, let's go over to the basement warehouse. Here we go. Let's go here. Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright. Miss Andrews. What's still hanging around here for? So how is it going? What about the sacred urn? The urn? Oh, that has already been taken care of. What do you mean, all that? Taken care of? You mean it's been found? Yes. It was brought in during the trial today. Wow, really? You really are the greatest, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright had nothing to do with it. It was Matsumaski's wife that found it. Well, anyway, I'm so relieved. Matsumaski's identity. I just heard all about it on the news. So that detective was actually the thief all along. Looks like the way right now. It's my fault. I'm the one who ended up hiring Matsumaski to get the treasures. Don't blame yourself. You were just doing your job. Hey, Nick, if she wants to apologize, you should let her. So, when was it that you hired Detective Von again? About 20 days ago. Just when it was about the Matsumaski's calling card arrived. It was about 10 days ago. So he sent the calling card to the very place he was hired to guard? I guess that's it then. Detective Atomy must have really wanted a sacred urn after all. I guess so. United a crime. What? So Matsumaski murdered someone as well? Well, that's how things look right now. Yes, but I thought he was here stealing the urn at the time. Well, we're talking about a criminal mastermind, so anything is possible. Nick, let's get down to business already. On the night of the theft, did you notice anything suspicious about Detective Atomy? No, I couldn't have. After all, he was hidden the entire time. I never even caught a glimpse of him. He claims that's the way he always operates. It's kind of weird. Just when he says he could have an alibi while he commits the theft himself. Yeah, he was calling the crime scene while dressed up as Matsumaski pretty well. Sacred urn. I'm so glad you got Sacred Urn back. Yes, but there's still something that bothers me about it. What is it? I'm not exactly sure, but somehow the urn that came back seems different. Really? You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Miss Andrews? No, I don't know anything. Why would I? She knows something. Cyclops. What do you think this means? It means the person that holds the secret of mystery of Sacred Urn is our very own Miss Andrews. So we don't have anything right now, so let's go back to the detention center. We don't have anything right now on her. Here we go. I already told you it's not me. A sad, pitiful whine that tampers into silence. Sounds like they're interrogating Mr. D. Light right now. Man, we don't have enough time as it is. Yeah, but I guess the police starts going crazy just like we are. Yesterday, they thought he was just a thief, and now they got a murder case on their hands. Guess you're right. That guard over there looks like a bit on edge, too. Come on, we'll just have to come back later. Okay, let's check it out. Alright. Alright, let's see where we can go. Alright, so I got the rest of them pretty well actually here. Let's go back to Red and Clock, it says. Sacred Urn. I'm relieved we got the Sacred Urn back, huh? You bet. But there's still something different about it. Don't me? It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, look at this. This still says I am in the urn in the poster. But the urn we got back says me. It's like it's always used to. Oh yeah, you're right. Plus the vase has pink splotches on it now. I'm sure they weren't there before. Mai doesn't know, but a year ago, when the urn was broken, the repairer accidentally turned Miss Takami's name into I am. And the repairer was once a mechanically unskilled little pearls. But still, I don't remember ever seeing pink splotches on it. Is it possible that the urn is a fake? I'm sure Pearls finds out when she gets it back to the village. Yeah, I suppose. Now that I think about it, Maya hasn't been back to the village in a long time. Grand Village. So I guess people still go to Grand Village to do their training there? Yep, if you want to become Spear Medium, you need to undergo severe training. So why haven't you been training lately, Maya? Well, lately I've been thinking heading to Channeling Dojo just to do it. Channeling Dojo, huh? Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is. If you're going to train, you need to be serious, otherwise real tragedies can happen. Is that what happened last year still bothering you? That murder in her village, it happened because the power of channeling was misused. When a medium uses the grind technique, she temporarily loses her own will. So when an especially strong spirit is summoned, the spear medium can take on whatever you force commit terrible crimes. That's worse, in those cases spear mediums had no memory of what happened. That murder, it wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you? I suppose not, but I guess I'm still a bit shaken up, that's all. Sounds like being a master of Quran is going to be a heavy responsibility. There we go, now he's available. I just need to do that. Okay, now he's available. There we go. I was gonna say. Mr. Wright! Mr. Delight, did they finish their interrogation? Yes, but please don't leave me alone anymore! Mr. Delight, you lied to us before, didn't you? Well, you see, on the same night, the sacred urn was stolen from the Lordy Taylor department store. Lordy Taylor. A blackmail letter you got summoned you to KB security to hand over some money. And then that's where the CEO of Kane Buller was murdered. But there's only one Rom Delight, am I right? So the only question is, where were you at that night? This time I want to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it. Okay. Master Masque. Mr. Delight, do you still insist that you're Master Masque? Isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday? That was a quick response. Tell me about it. To be honest, it's starting to get irritating. But listen, Mr. Delight, at the trial today, we learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we? Take a good look at everyone. Unable to find the revelry mad genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. I guess it's true. I wasn't the one who stole the urn. Of course not. After all, you were the KB security at the time. So the person dressed up as Master Masque in this photo, it's gotta be Detective Atomy. Night of the crime. So that night, you didn't do the Dorley trailer, you went to KB security, right? Yes, I went to KB security at the time. The blackmail note said I should. Alright, what happened next? Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO office was. I knocked, but there was no answer. So then I used the key card to unlock the door. That's probably when he dropped his wallet. When I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there. Someone. Then suddenly they bashed me over the head. Bam. Wait, that silhouette. Was it Kane Bullard that hit you? I don't know. That person ran away while he was still stunned. When I came to my senses, the sight I saw left me speechless. The dead body of the CEO was right there in front of me. I thought I died myself. Anyway, I thought I should do something with the body. Oh, he's the one that hid it in there. So that's why you put it in the safe. Yes, that's right. I used to be the chief that went security team, so I know how to open it. Okay, so what did you do after that? Well, I got out of there for starters. I was the one who set up the security cameras in that building. So I knew how to avoid being spotted by them. Nick, all of a sudden, Mr. Daylight sounds kind of like a murderer to me. Please don't say that. Why were you fired? Mr. Daylight, is it true that 1 year ago you were forced to quit KB Security? How did you... I'm begging you, please don't tell Desi, please. Don't worry, we haven't told anyone yet. Phew, thank goodness. No, but I suppose I'll have to tell her sometime. She'll find out eventually. Why haven't you been hiding it from her anyway? Desi would despise me if she ever found out I was living a life of crime. A criminal, a thief. She'd never forgive me. My marriage would be over. Knowing that, why did you become a thief in the first place? Because Desi spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that could bring in enough money. Except being a thief, at least. That's what I thought, anyway. So he became Master Masquet for Desiree, huh? Hey, do you know anything about this clipping? Hey! This is an article about my debut heist! Boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my trail. Master Masquet, he must have gone away, right? He says in the article that he disappeared. That's right, I got a sudden burst of inspiration. I hid my Master Masquet costume in a nearby plastic bucket. Then I quickly changed to my security guard uniform. Pretty clever. Oh, that's clever. Wow, awesome. Hey, hold the phone. The guard in this photo? Is that you, Mr. Delight? Hey, that's right. Nice trick I just did to myself. Nice and easy to figure out. Even pearls could see through it in a heartbeat. The guard in the photo is him. That's so interesting. But as you might expect, Detective Adamy found the disguise. He truly deserves the title of ace detective. Detective Adamy found the Masquet disguise. That's interesting. And so I heard that he bought it home with him. So that's it. That's to get hands on it. Thanks to that, I got the chance to remark my costume. Make it. It must have been really time consuming, huh? Yes, it took quite a while to complete. Anyway, a few days after that, I received the first of the blackmail letters. Blackmail letters? You got it starting when? Tell me more now! Hey, calm down. Don't get so worked up. Blackmail letter. This blackmail letter. Is this the first you've hundred? No, of course not. But this is the first one that ever called me out to specific location. So you did start receiving blackmail letters after the incident. Yes, just a few days after the Tier Unknown heist. That first letter, I said, I know you did it. Someone found out I'm trying to do just like that? It's not easy being a master thief, you know. I got proof that it was easy, so give up, it went to say. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure and went through all the trouble to steal. Is that right? Hey, hang on a second. What do you mean you had to give it up? Oh, don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box letter specified, someone sent me $10,000. No one said anything, something about mortgage, you know. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. Plans? Heist plans? What are these plans you're talking about? There were instructions on how to steal a crown or a painting or some other rare treasure. They show security blind spots, escape routes, and even suggested training methods. So you mean the one who planned the heist wasn't you? No, it wasn't. I only planned the very first one. After that, I received plans from a very kind person. Incredibly detailed plans. Sounds like Mr. Delight is thankful for the person that blackmailing him. It's kind of weird. So Ron Delight was Master Masquet after all? But someone else is behind the thefts? Someone who planned them all in detail? All I had to do was deposit the treasures I stole into the safe deposit box. Then I just waited for the cash account to come in the mail. Could you try not to look so gleeful about it? So you went after the sacred urn because of one of his plans, too? Well, see, the truth is, I've never seen that urn. All I did was follow the instructions to steal what was told to steal. Mr. Delight, is everything you've just told me the truth? Yes. But please don't tell Desi, okay? Second heist on, he was stealing the directed blackmail letters. Ron, before we go, there's one more thing I wanted to ask you. Yes, but please don't hurt me. Mr. K. Bullard, do you swear that it wasn't you who killed him? Yes, of course. I could have never. I'm not lying. All I did was hide his body in the safe. But then I was afraid they discovered what I did, so I turned myself in yesterday. Why? Well, if the judge had ruled that I was guilty of the robbery, then I have an alibi, right? I guess so. You're really clever, Mr. Delight. I guess I have no choice but to take Mr. Delight at his word. Mystic Maya! Hey, Pearly! I'm back. Hey, Pearl, so what have you been up to this whole time? The sacred urn, Mr. Nick. I took it back to Grand Village and have examined. And how did you find out? Well, there's no need to worry. They said it's the real urn. Phew! That's a relief. I was worried. But there's one small problem. Problem? These cute little pink splotches. They said that's paint, and they were put on the urn recently. Why are they talking about pink splotches again? What's the big deal? What's the big deal? We gotta find out how they got there. Yes, Mr. Nick, you gotta find out how they got there. Okay, we'll find out how they got there. Jeesh. But please don't forget about me. Okay, so let's see. Let's go to the basement warehouse. Oh, Pearl, how nice to see you. Hello there. I haven't seen you around lately. How have you been up to? Well, actually, I was having this urn examined. Oh, I see. Maybe if I were to take another good look at this urn, you can figure out the mystery that actually happened to it. Let's take a look one more time. This box. The box is something bothering me. That's the box the sacred urn was in. Looks like there's some pink paint on it. It's definitely the same color as stuff in the urn. I think I know how the paint got in there now. Alright, let's investigate. Several days. There's something about the paint mark. Probably pink. Yeah, I was pretty sure this is it. What is it, Mr. Nick? This is all turning out exactly as I thought it would. I think it's all starting to become clear what much solving mysteries happened to Earn. Alright, now we can unlock the psych locks that she has. Let's go. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the sacred urn? Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit. The urn that was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before. Well, that's untrue. Maybe it isn't the same, but it could be a fake. A fake? You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so there's obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence this trial is genuine? It is genuine. Sorry to break it to you, but the urn is the genuine article. Pearls went back to Crime Village and had it examined. Is that right? That's nice, but I don't see how. She discovered it was the urn that has been broken again. Did she say again? Yes, it was broken once a year ago, and now it looks like the same thing happened. It's quite recently, too. Recently? Are you saying that the urn was broken recently? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. How do you think it was broken recently? How do you know? Treasure exhibit. Poster. I have a lot of evidence here. Holy fuck. Here it is. This poster. It was made recently, right? The poster. Ah, the poster for the exhibit. At the time when the photo was taken, the urn said I am on it. But now, for some mysterious reason, it says me. When the urn was fixed, the letters were transposed. Ah! I am. What does that even mean? I don't know anything about that. It wasn't even there when the photo for this poster was taken. That's a mistake. Now, tell the truth. Huh, wait! 4. Even if the urn was broken, I had nothing to do with it. Huh? Yes, that's it. It must have been the people at the photo shoot. They probably dropped it. I'm sure that's what happened. Looks like she's not going to give up on the last Cyclops so easily. Do you have any proof that the urn was broken and Lord Taylor? The box. Well, Miss Andrews, what's this supposed to mean? The urn has a pretty little pink splotches on it. And there's some on the box the urn was stored into. No matter how you look at it, the paint seems to be exactly the same, wouldn't you say? So what does that prove? The urn was dropped along with the box. Oh shit! Pain got him. Are you with me so far? Yes, the rest of the story is obvious. This box was dropped right here in the Lord Taylor's basement warehouse. If I can prove that, that means the urn was broken here too. Can you prove that? Can you prove that it was dropped here in the warehouse? Paint marks on the warehouse. There you go. Ah, I think you already know where it was doing this, don't you? Yes, more or less. There's pink paint splattered on the floor of the walls in the basement warehouse, but there's an odd shape imprinted into the part of the paint stain. Am I right? Yes. If you put this box into the impression in the paint, you can print perfectly. Which means the box is dropped right over here. And that is when the urn was broken. Your name does you justice, Mr. Wright. Alright, let's talk. I'm sorry, I was the one who broke the urn. Boy, does this make me feel like some sort of evil school teacher. I'm a terrible person. Not only did I break it, but I tried to hide what I did. Well, that's not so hard to understand, is it, Pearly? No, not at all. I know just how she feels. It happened about 2 weeks ago, just after the poster photo was taken, on the same day the urn arrived here. I thought I put it away down here for safekeeping. I was carrying it in the box. When I tripped on the paint can and lost my balance, the box was carrying crashed into the ground. I heard a terrible noise and I thought my heart was going to stop. Fearing the worst, I opened the lid on the box and that's when it happened. It broke. The broken pieces of the urn fell on the box and landed right on the paint. I was in shock. I let an absolutely huge scream. I could totally see how that could have happened. Yeah, clumsy as she is, I'm sure Mai understands. Well, I knew it was the most important treasure in all of the crime village. It still tried hard to fix it. Unfortunately, the shards were pretty big. That's when the I am got changed to Ami. I didn't know how it was originally written, but any sane person fixing it would have assumed it said Ami. Any sane person, really? Oh, pearls. She said she wasn't very good at spelling. Anyway, I put the urn into the storeroom and no one had any seen since then. But there's something I don't get. When I first came here, I didn't see any pink stains. Well, that's because it was so ugly and embarrassing. I used the golden statue to cover it. The Ami face statue. Aha! The face statue. The first time that we came down here, it was on the night the sacred urn was stolen. But Mr. Nick, there was no paint marks on the walls of the floor of the warehouse when we were. Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall. And I realized that the statue would be perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it there when you first saw it. I see. Now it makes perfect sense. But there's still one thing I find strange. What is it, Pearl? The day after the urn was stolen, we came here again. And that time, the statue had been moved so the paint was clearly visible. She's right about that. Well, Miss Andrews? Huh? What? I don't know anything about that. I placed it there to cover the paint, so why would it be moved again? Well, then who was it? Who would have done it and why? On the day before the theft, the statue definitely got closer to the door. Then the next day, it was moved. But why? It looks like there's some connection between Sacred Urn and the murder case. Why? Why do you think so, Nick? Because that night, the real thief, Ron Delight, was at KB Security. So then why did the other Mask show up here? A lot of different things are pointing at the undeniable fact. One undeniable fact? The murder trial is starting tomorrow, but why is it always tomorrow? What the fuck? It looks like that thief is going to be making another appearance. Alright, so anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, or whatever. And next time, we're going to go ahead and start the trial. And hopefully, we might finish this case. So, see you guys then.